Hi, Topper Chef here today. Today we're gonna make vegetables. I know nobody loves vegetables, but this is a very different type of vegetable. And this has to be done really fast because I used to work in a restaurant and I saw that the restaurant was serving vegetables which were completely mashed up and everything. So this kind of vegetables which we are gonna roast in the oven are going to be nice and crunchy, and you can use it as an accompaniment for a steak or for any other dish, or you can just pour some sauce or curry on top of it. Okay, so now Top Chef back again. We're going to create a marinade for the vegetables. Now, when you go to restaurants, all you get is salt and pepper and little lemon seasoning and all. My seasoning is a bit different. As I said, it's all about the spices. It's about the flavor of the vegetables and how you eat them. So you don't have to be looking for salt and pepper and everything. It's all on your plate. Okay, so now we have all the spices here. Now we already added, this is olive oil. We've added some curry powder and some pepper into it. And mix it up, whisk it up good. This is cayenne pepper. Like I said, it's got to be spicy and also have some flavor to it. This is garlic powder, onion powder, lemon pepper seasoning to give that zest, and of course, to make it like a Mediterranean thing, I just use, this is what is thyme, little oregano and basil, and all this will get good flavor and it will sit down on the vegetables well. Now you mix all this thing together. Let it stand for some time while all the vegetables get in. And this we're going to pour a little bit on the vegetables. So let it sit for some time with the thyme, everything. Let it get into the olive oil. And now, okay, so now the marinade is ready for the vegetables. So as you can see, I've got in 3 different compartments. The reason is I'm going to keep this all separate and then we're going to finish it and mix it together. Now all this vegetable will be enough for at least 10 people, okay? So now, as you can see, I'm going to pour a little of the seasoning in this and toss this in. Toss this in this, and you don't want to waste too many bowls doing this thing. Let it sit for some time. Now, okay, so now we have tossed these vegetables. This is how I want you to toss these vegetables, and then put it nicely on a tray. As you can see, now the important thing is to move all your vegetables spread out. You can't keep those vegetables all piled up because we want them to cook very well all the way. Okay, so now the same thing with the cauliflower. Now cauliflower is going to absorb more kind of the olive oil. So because it will go on the flowerets. And the same thing, you just twirl it around, mix it, all the spices, let it go, let it coat, especially on the head more, as you can see now. It has to coat if it doesn't, then just mix it back here and coat it properly so it absorbs right to the flowerets. So on my tray, on this tray, I'm going to put all the hard vegetables, and my next tray is going to be the soft vegetables. As you can see, this has coated really well, and this is where I'm going to spread my cauliflower. evenly spread out really well, and that way let it sit for another 10 minutes. We'll absorb those flavors into it, and then we're going to roast it in the oven for 450 degrees for 15 minutes. Okay, so now this is the zucchini and the eggplant. Now I told you eggplant will get really soft at that temperature, so you gotta be careful. So I'm gonna coat this together again. This will absorb more of the oil. That curry seasoning should go right inside on the cauliflower well, on especially the eggplant too. So you want to actually put its skin down like this. Okay, so now this is the rest of the stuff with what I said, the zucchini. Just toss it evenly, mix it up. Same thing with, just like this. So it's a soft vegetable, so you want it to coat properly, and then you can just pour it nicely with all the flavoring and everything. And this is gonna go in the oven, the same thing. Now the oven is ready for 450 degrees. We're gonna put this in the oven now. Topper Chef back again. Now, remember we had the vegetables which are waiting to go in the oven. The oven is getting hot, so in the meantime it's marinating. Now to make this very colorful, we're gonna use this 3 kind of peppers, right? There's 3 peppers. And we're not gonna use all of those peppers, just these 3 peppers. I'm gonna show you how to cut them and then how to finish them with it. Okay, this is how much peppers we need. And this is how you're gonna cut it. Just nice dices, squares. We're not roasting these peppers, so we're gonna add it at the end. And so the same thing with this red one. This is just to give color to the whole dish. Don't waste any of this stuff because it's very expensive. And this is a green one. I mean green one, I'm saying. This is orange. This is kind of sweet one. Okay, so now for the 3 peppers, we're gonna add the onion too. And remember, you want it to be in 4s and then separate them like that. And just, I'll show you what we're gonna do with them once our vegetables are roasted. Okay, so now our temperature is ready, the oven beat, and so we're gonna put this vegetable. Now it's very important to know your oven, what you're gonna put it. If it's a convection oven or if it's a regular oven. This is our convection oven, the heat moves all around everywhere. So, but the higher the temperature, the broiler filament comes on top. You cannot see any filament here because everything's covered. So for this case, I know the higher filament will be up, so the heat will be more on top than at the bottom. So I'm putting my harder vegetables on top and the softer vegetables at the bottom. And this we're gonna put for 15 minutes at this temperature. Okay, so now we're gonna check our vegetables, and the oven is still on. 20 minutes are up. It's really hot. You can see they're nice and crunchy. That's what I want it to be. Oh wow, they're nice and soft and crunchy. And the same thing with this one, as you can see. Now we're gonna finish off this vegetables really fast. Let's put off this oven. Okay, so now this is the finishing part of my vegetables. We're gonna all mix them together. The hard ones, the soft ones. And remember, we forgot to we have to put salt on this to get it more flavor and everything. So this is the hard vegetables, always go down. The soft vegetables, again, so you can feel the spice on the eggplant and everything. And now this. Now everything's cooked, so all we're doing is mixing these vegetables with little salt and letting it sit open in the oven, which is already hot. And I'm gonna mix it up good. Now you see how colorful these vegetables are? And I know it looks time consuming and everything, but once you eat these vegetables, and this is good enough portion for 10 people. So mix it well. They're all cooked, and so it's not gonna mash up or anything like that. And it's gonna look very colorful, tasty, and you'll love it, and you're gonna thank me for giving you such a good recipe. So you gotta go to my channel, which is the Topper Chef. Subscribe, tell your friends about easy way of cooking and tasty way of cooking. I'm just gonna put it off and just keep it inside for maybe 5 minutes and ready to eat.